All right, Al's going to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I realize it's only September 10th, but I'd like to have a moment of silence in remembrance of all those who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001.
It's amazing how long it's been, but it seems like yesterday. Kind of sticks with you. All right. Anybody for privilege of the floor? Or you just want to ask for business when we get to new business?
We're gonna go over old business, right?
Old business too. Yeah, there's old business and new business. All right, we'll move forward. Approval of the minutes from August 13th. Any corrections or changes? Oh, I did miss one the first time also. Next to the last paragraph on page 1. You've got meetings and meeting.
It's a list.
A list? I thought you were stuttering or something.
Yeah, that too.
I just scratched the second meeting there.
Yep.
Is there a motion to approve minutes with that correction?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I think there's something
I made the
I didn't
motion.
make a point. I'm sorry, who made the motion?
Acousticon sells hearing aids.
Yeah, okay. You made the motion?
Matt made the motion, Billy seconded it. It
Thank
was carried. Old business, Matt and I haven't heard a thing on the franchise agreement and charter, so we'll push that off another month. SUNY courtroom. You wanna bring that up, Billy?
Yep, let's just address both right now. I'm getting zero response out of the college. Pretty certain they've lost interest in that entire project at this point. So, in addition to the work that you'd like done in the courtroom, and I was gonna talk about this under building, but Matt and I did a walk-around audit of the entire property, and we wanna just put together a whole list of projects, and we're gonna have to put them out to bid and hire contractors to do them. I've got no other solution at this point. The individual who gave us a bid for the ATM did not have insurance coverage as I expected. We were unable to use him. So, at this point, I think it's probably our best bet, unless you guys have an ace up your sleeve that I'm unaware of. Start meeting with contractors and discussing it.
Okay, I was wondering, in the interim, because I am really looking to obtain my own space, I would like to move into that small office. We do have a, what it would take to put a network line in there. It is only 75 cents per foot and $15 for a network drop, because this could go on forever. And in order to do some quality work and everything, I really need my own space. So it's my hopes that all of you guys approve that. It's a nominal expense, and the judge and I can work it out. We're gonna keep the files in there. It's covered under our computer contract. I would just need my computer and the all-in-one fax machine.
So that there wouldn't be an issue with somebody else
Who uses that right now? I'm sorry, that's.
We would have them then use this room during court. We might put a big table in there, the court would, the judge would remain in there, and maybe they could use this during the court session.
The DA conferences in that room, so he'll do it in the chambers.
Yeah. And I would need a new,
That
hearing-
works for you, Judge?
Uh,
Works temporarily for you?
We need to change the lock on the door as
I would
well.
need a key in the lock, yes. I mean, it's, no walls are being moved, nothing's taken down,
No, it
it's
seems,
minimal
Just
expense.
it's not a big deal. It might get us by for a little while we get some bids from contractors to do the work. We were kinda hoping the college would decide to go ahead and do it this year, but doesn't look like that's gonna happen.
Now, I feel like we lost that opportunity back in the spring when we started talking about changes and,
Is there a possibility that the ATM machine could move forward? Without waiting on everything else, I mean,
Well, that's
That seems
under,
like a
that's under
simple-
new business too.
oh, is it, okay.
Well, it's under old business for ATM, but the new business, they were asking to, do the same thing else is done, go with GovPay, so they could take credit cards and enter them while we're trying to get the ATM set up. Cause that would be a quicker
if we were to,
fix.
if we were to go with GovPay, would we need an ATM at all?
The only difference is the GovPay is a 4% surcharge, and that might turn some people off. Our average fine payment is like $243, so they'd be paying $9.47 with a credit card as a surcharge. The ATM machine is more cost effective for the user,
So,
so it gives them an
the
option.
answer is some people would be fine with it, others would not, so we'd need both.
I think we're better off with the credit card machine, period. I know, speaking with Elsa, it's worked very well for the town. And I know other courts have adopted the Go, whatever it's
The
called.
GovPay, yeah.
So, I think that's, until we know what reconfiguration, if any, takes place at the court, and I just as well hold off on the ATM and go with the credit card business and
See how it works.
and use that. I know, we had many people today that asked if we had a credit card that we could accept and the rest of that, so, people will use it, they know there's gonna be a fee and expense, and it is what it is.
I have to say though, for myself personally, I do have people ask me if we have an ATM machine. Because again, because of the fees associated, they would prefer to use an ATM machine because that fee is lower to use an ATM. Where the individuals, once they find out what it costs you to use a credit card, especially if you're an out-of-state hunter, it's gonna cost you more because the fee goes up the more you spend. And I've had people have to leave because, you know, and they've come back, you know,
Just
they're
do it
hunting
in
with
cash.
Which is great. But, I think, you know, the ATM, like you say, it does, you know, it does help. It does.
We got lucky today, we had 4 people leave and come back with cash, and they ran around town trying to get other ATMs, so.
I guess that kinda takes
So-
us into new business, so is the board okay with, authorizing the court to, accept credit cards through GovPay? If they are, then I can sign the
I'd
contract.
make a motion that we go ahead with it. It's worked out better than I expected on the other side, so.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We're not opposed to the ATM machine, it's just that I know the reconstruction has to do with the closing of the door there. Right, I don't know any of us, I don't know that any of us know what the final drawings will be if the courtroom is reconfigured. So if we knock out the one door, I don't know if that's gonna fit with any proposal that we're gonna see ultimately. And, no reason why we can't do the ATM, I just see that might be an issue. We go and close off the one door at this point, and then whoever drafts the design, or whatever the reconfiguration is gonna be, they may say, well, we want that door back, you know, I don't know.
And what do we have to do to to make that office, I mean, do we have to make a motion or something?
Yeah, yeah, we need to make a motion for me to move Kathleen into the other office there.
Can we just use ISD to do the work?
ISD, yeah, they'll run it, and then the labor comes off what we already paid them. We paid them in advance for hours.
So we're just paying for the wire,
You're
basically.
just paying, yeah, whatever that
75
fee
cents
is,
per foot.
Okay. You wanna make that motion?
And also to change the lock on the door, or put a new,
Put a new line.
so that's, I'm making that motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Who's gonna lock the door?
I think Billy has an in with some lock people, so we'll get him in touch with Kathleen, get her a lock.
Thank you.
That one's easy.
And then we'll try to round up some contractors and get a plan together for the courtroom renovation.
Thank you.
We gotta get things moving here. Anything else from the court? Around your business? Okay,
That's it,
Thank you.
yep, thank you. Okay, next up, intermunicipal agreement with the Village of Delhi. They've agreed that the letter that Elsa sent as a invoice is acceptable. So, once we approve this and sign it, then the village can act on it and hopefully cut us the check finally.
I'll make a motion to accept this, yeah, that's the wrong thing. I make a motion to accept this,
Intermunicipal agreement.
intermunicipal agreement, memorandum of understanding, for the transfer of $91,983.02 to the town.
Alrighty, second by Janet. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so I will sign this. And I'll give that back to you with more paperwork. You're giving me some, I'm giving some back to
I
you.
bet you are.
Okay, proposal for local law number 1 of 2019. It's basically the Town of Hamden Road Preservation Law. We've got another substation that's being proposed to be built up on Hamden Hill. We all know what happened and what it cost the last time they trashed the road, so I think it's time that we get a law in place that protects us where we can require a bond, not just for this kind of work, but other, you know, whether it's logging, whatever, any kind of thing where there's heavy equipment. And the possibility of tearing roads up.
So when we pass this, it means that somebody wants to do a project, they become aware of this law before they move any further.
Yep. Dale will be probably handing out the forms to them and informing them that they're gonna have to get a hold of Darren. And Darren and I probably get most of this dumped on us, but, like I said, we need to do something. Billy did find the one, spot where Elsa missed the changing it, into the Delhi on section 6. So that'll get corrected. And I've got this off to our town attorney to look at. He's out of the office until Monday, so I don't anticipate any issues. If there are any things that he wants to clarify, we can do that. But at this point, I need a motion to, hold a public hearing on this local law for next meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
What time are we gonna set it for? We're gonna do it
6:45?
6:45? 6:45, next meeting, that's it. got the whole big pamphlet from the village, which we didn't kill 4 million trees. If anybody wants to look at the summer rec program information, we've got a whole stack.
That's more than one copy there, or?
That's all one copy.
Oh, cool.
That's why we didn't kill
I have
42
it in
trees.
PDF if anybody wants me to email it to them so you can really read it. You want yours?
Yeah.
It's probably simple.
Yeah, that one.
Sure.
Don't send it to too many of us, you'll stall out the internet. Don't send it out to too many people, you'll stall out the internet.
Crash the internet. Next under new business, we need a motion to approve sending Jim Corcoran and Joe Gifford to an assessor's training for exemptions for assessment.
So move.
Is there a second? Second by Matt, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, any other new business? If not, we'll move on to committee reports. Highway and machinery. Roads are all paved, everything's good?
Yeah, the ones that we could get so far have been done. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if they're all gonna,
Not sure we're gonna make out.
Peaksbrook is gonna be the one that we may left for this year, have to get rolled over in the next year. And we're still hoping for, one more round of oil and stone here. We're trying to get it as quick as we can, but the year's getting late.
Yeah, weather and then when the leaves start blowing off the
Yeah.
trees, it kinda
Yeah,
makes it not worth doing.
we have a couple weeks and that's the time frame that they said they can try to get here, so we'll see what we can do.
Alrighty. We pretty much stockpiled on the grid.
The last bill we got, excuse me, they still left 3,000 ton, but they've been hauling
They've been
it
hauling.
pretty much every day.
Yeah, I've watched them, they've been running pretty much all day.
Yeah, cause they got a month to get it in for the deadline that we set. They'll have it, and it's manageable for
Yeah.
us, so it's working out okay.
Anybody have any other questions for Darren?
Just a thank you from the Catskill Challenge Road Race. They appreciated your cleaning up the grid off the road for their race to go through this past weekend or 2 weekends ago.
Good.
While I'm thinking about it, you got room over there somewhere that we can put those, speed bumps away from somewhere for the winter?
In the lower building probably.
Okay. Because obviously we're not gonna put them out there this year, but
Yeah.
we will wanna have them for next year.
Yep, yeah, in the Sherwood building we can, there's room for that down there.
Alright,
Here it'll be tight once all the plow equipment gets on.
yeah, I'd rather get them put away someplace inside for now.
Where are we at with, getting rid of the old surplus dump trucks?
They're still sitting there right now behind the building. It's probably just gonna be the matter of, I guess, just find the time to put them on, probably in Austin's International, so it's gonna go on. And we'll see what they go for, if they go for anything. If they don't, we can try to list them again,
They're gonna do the Volvo and what else?
in the 85 Oshkosh, which neither one are roadworthy.
So
Parts
they're
vehicles.
basically gonna be parts trucks or
Yeah,
something.
it's parts, yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we're gonna get that lined up here this month, and by the end of the month, see if we can get them listed.
Very good.
Be good to get rid of them rather than store them for the winter.
Yeah, we've taken everything off that we could possibly
Might
need.
possibly ever need.
Yeah. Poor things.
They've lived a long, hard
They
life.
sure did. They did a lot of work.
Okay. Health and youth. Billy, Janet,
So,
anything to report?
the Complete Streets meeting for the county was this past week, and the new signs to replace the ones on Sherwood's have been ordered, and so we're just waiting to get those in, to replace the faded ones that children play. And they have money again for local projects to work on making more age-friendly communities, and to promote activity throughout there. So the sixth grade design build club, if they're gonna have a club this year, they have some ideas about what the leader has some ideas about what they may like to do, so we're working on that and seeing where that's gonna go. Yeah.
You got anything? Nope. All right, moving on. Economic development and shared services. You guys finally did meet, didn't you?
Yes, we had a meeting, last week, was it, Matt? Yeah, last Wednesday. I can just report the fact that, well, we have a new representative from the village on there, Barbara Jones. And, we're looking at, the comprehensive plan again, to update that since it's quite old, so we're beginning to, look at, forming that committee and moving forward, looking for money and so on to get that, comprehensive plan started again. We have completed a lot of, the items that were on the comprehensive plan from before, so that's exciting.
We actually did something that was
We
very
actually
valuable.
did, we did
Scary,
quite a
isn't
bit,
it?
actually, and, but that needs to be put forward into the future, and we'll see what needs to come next, so that was a topic of discussion. We also, I understand we were able to acquire some some picnic tables from the college. Some of those picnic tables will be used at the pool, and others will be used at, a new park, actually an old park that's gonna be renewed in the village, and, should be opening up again, the Reservoir Park, which will again be used for picnicking and so on, and coming along here in the future. And the college had several picnic tables that were available, and so they were donated, and, like I said, some went to the pool and some will be used there. I have been in contact with the president of the college in regards to the ongoing saga of the new hotel. And, we're still waiting for, approval of land swaps and so on with, New York State. So, that's a legislative issue, and until it makes its way through the legislature in Albany, then our hands are tied in order to be able to move forward with that project, but it still is.
Yeah, on a related front, Nick Carbone, the new head of watershed affairs, went to the Delaware River Basin Committee because they cut back the water pumping permit. And he got it back up over 30 million again, so.
Oh, good, good, that's
So
another,
future expansion will not be limited by the ability to, pump water,
right,
so
Exactly.
that was good news.
what else, Matt?
We talked about the ice rink, which is
Yes.
a shared project, and I wrote some copy for an ad that we wanna place to invite applicants to maintain the ice, to clear and maintain the ice. And we'd like to run it soon so that we can get somebody identified before the season starts. So I think that, I don't know, does that require a motion or not?
Probably officially we should.
Probably should.
What's the condition of the skating rink at this point?
It's in good condition.
We just purchased a new liner last year,
Yeah.
so.
All the other parts are still there and good?
I would just mention the
some
only
of-
issue was really with the bathroom facilities up there somehow. Unfortunately, the door got left open by whoever, and so the village has incurred some expense in regards to frozen pipes. But during our discussion, they're looking at possibly having the police while they're just stop up there at night and make sure those doors are locked because the park closes at dusk, and they don't have a problem stopping by and just making sure the doors are locked. Somehow they got left open, and so there was a lot of repairs.
But we had budgeted in the past $1,000 for somebody to do it, and it's actually a lot of work, and we didn't get people interested for that amount of money, and I wanted to propose $1,500 at least for this year, which.
Now you're killing that budget already, we
Yeah.
haven't started. Or do we just wanna put it out for bids and see what kind of bids we get.
Could do that too. Yeah, it's basically a 4-month job, December, January,
If the
February.
weather cooperates with us.
Right.
And we actually get ice.
True. But I don't know how to, you know, you have to be very prompt with that job. It's not just like, I'm kinda hesitant to give it to somebody who's in the business of snow clearing, because they'll be like, I'll get to it when I get to it, and if you let it sit, it actually destroys the ice. So, but the bid part, I
What's
think.
the privilege of, the board?
I don't know, I mean, we discussed this at length at our meeting, and, you know, we all had the same concerns about, you know, if we put it out there, you know, will anybody even do it? And then we did discuss this whole thing about, you know, business that's in the business, whether they would be reactive to it or not, you know, take care of it properly, so. I think we could, I would like to just advertise it as, you know, try to find someone that may be interested in doing it, and that's the only thing they're doing, is clean, I mean, because you have to shovel it, you know, there's a lot to
Cardio
it.
club to do it as part of their.
Well, you know,
exercise
you never
program?
know, you never know, you know, I mean, somebody like that might look at it
See, I
as
just
a.
gave them a free plug, so they have to
Well,
do
you know,
something for us.
they might look at something, you know, Reagan could be contacted to see if there is anybody who wants to work out by shoveling snow, I don't know, but other than that, you also have to put water on it at the right time, you gotta be diligent and take care of it, otherwise, you know, it's a nice thing to have, but it does take work.
Do we wanna set a dollar amount, or we just wanna ask for people that it might be interested and then negotiate with them?
I'd sooner put it out there myself and see what kind of numbers come back, and you can always accept or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's an expense to advertise, so I hate to have to advertise too many times, but then again, at $1,000, you may have to advertise, you know, we've been lucky in the past to get some people to do it, but I don't know, it's whatever anybody thinks, you know. Sometimes I think if you say $1,000, somebody might look at that and say, well, I gotta do that for $1,000. But if you leave it open, you could really be open for, you know, I don't know.
Then again, they may do it once and say,
Well, that's the problem, some people
That's
have
too
done
much
it
like
once
work.
and they want
yeah,
to leave.
I'm not sure which way to.
Are we
Go with
underpaying
it.
too much? Matt asked for an extra 500. I guess the only, without putting a dollar amount, would we get more close to what market value might be for any other property? Are we that far below what we're paying?
I think it's, I don't know, the first group we had that did it, they were great, and they spent a lot of time, but they came back and said, we're not doing that again, that was not enough money. And then the second group, they were like, they just didn't come.
I mean, as a young person growing up in Delhi, when we went ice skating, we had to take a shovel and clean it up, so.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying that's how it has
Well,
to be, but
There's several other towns with skating rinks, how are they handling this situation, do we know?
I couldn't tell you honestly. Some of them, their highway departments, you know, the village highway department crew has to take care of it. That's what
Yeah, I
happened.
think-
Well, then I make a motion to Village Highway Department.
Yeah, I know, but they don't want to, you know, the old rink we had, that's what they did, you know, they took care of it, but, and years ago, there was,
Seems like
you know,
whenever we do
Browning used
something
to
new,
do
we
it.
wind up with the bill.
Yeah, I know, not always, it is split, a lot of this stuff is split, they're paying part of it, we're paying part of it. Or they're picking up the cost of the bathrooms and so on, you know, rather than the rink part, but.
So Matt, you're proposing $1,500, and that would be split evenly between the village and the town? Or that's all us?
That's all it was.
Yeah.
They take care of cleaning the bathrooms and, you know, everything that goes on with the bathrooms, the water, all of that. And taking care of making sure they're locked up and not charging us anything when the pipes broke.
I think we've gotten all of those expenses paid through grants in the past from the
Yes.
community fund.
That's right.
But you have a job description that kind of lays out what we expect them to do?
Yeah, no, the job description exists, and then the ad exists now, which I just made, but,
And the
Yeah, it's
community
pretty-
fund did pay for it.
yeah. And I think, you know, we could ask them for an extra, you know, whatever the extra is. I just feel like set the number and say, this is what we will pay you, and you're not gonna screw it up, and if you do, you're not getting paid. But I am nervous about leaving it open to bids, cause then even if some really good citizen comes and says, I'll do it for $10 each time, and it's not gonna work. They'll be like, this sucks.
Yeah. You're up there.